to push out your produce through a network of supermarkets, across different regions. What are some of these supermarkets that you're able to work with, and how is this distribution going? Is it an easy process to be able to make sure that you don't suffer a lot of losses from the farm to the market?
Yes. So one is that I have produce in every supermarket. We are the largest producers of bell peppers, the colored bell peppers in Cameroon. Very interesting story. We used to be in Bamenda before the crisis. I never used to produce bell peppers. Of course, my seed guy would always just send me seeds. Hey, try this one. So I'll produce it. So when I supply tomatoes, I'll give you some bell peppers, like for free, So when the crisis hit, here am I in Douala, and I'm looking what do I do next? I walk into the supermarket and I see bell peppers. I see the price, 13,700 for 1 kilo. I'm like, this is something I give for free to people. This is something that grows the same way I grow everything. So it started changing a lot of things in me. And they were all imported. So I said, okay, I can grow bell peppers. And these bell peppers imported, they are grown in greenhouses. They are not grown outdoors. If we can do the same thing here, then we can replace this market. That's how our journey with supermarket started. At first, I just used to supply home deliveries. I had a big client in Nigeria. When we were in Bamenda, they just drive in, pick up everything. We're just doing tomatoes, and they take everything and go. But I realized that my products were different. Because at one point, I tested my products in the local market in my village, and my village people never understood it. Like, I grow tomatoes that will last about 21 days on the shelf without refrigeration. My bell peppers will last 14 days. Cucumbers will go about 16 days. No, I had cucumbers in Bamenda. In Douala, it's different. Douala will be 16 days. In Bamenda, cucumbers lasted 42 days. I even had a cucumber that lasted 42 days. Natural. So this is one aspect, because the one problem that we face is preservation of produce. So I realized, okay, we can do things. So just to come back to your point, when I realized that there was importation of the things that we can produce, now we had to get to where we can start to produce things that were imported. Tried the first, they went very well. I tried getting supermarkets, nobody gave me the door to enter. Oh, Cameroonians are not ready for Cameroonian grown bell peppers. They are not ready. They I'm like, maybe they are not ready because they haven't had it. Because you buy what you see. You don't buy what you hear. You buy what you see. If you go to the market today to buy plantains, there's no plantain. You see cocoyams. You buy the cocoyams. That's what it is. Mm-hmm. So people buy what they see. It's a market philosophy. So they rejected me in every supermarket. 2015, every supermarket rejected me. I told them I could supply to the point where I built a greenhouse in Douala just to go and show the general manager of one of the supermarkets. I mean in Douala, like in Lokbesu, like center Douala, to just go and show him. The man came there with his kip and saw it and said, no, this one is not enough to supply them. I'm like, what do these guys really want? Then I realized that no, these guys, if I'm going through, and they have a reason, they have a point, because one thing with supermarkets is like, okay, we already have somebody we're importing from. We have been consistent with importation. So if we have to start taking from this guy now, and then he doesn't supply us consistently, what do we do? So I understood where they were coming from. It's business. So I took an approach, geopolitics. I came and I saw the Minister of Commerce, and I told him, listen, I produce bell peppers. I can produce a lot of bell peppers. I heard the head of state's message and talking about made in Cameroon and import substitution. I'm a key element in that. He said, oh, my son, are you sure you can meet up? I am. I can make it happen by the grace of God. It's possible. So he said, okay, go and see. I went and saw the director of tax for importation, for the customs. Same thing. So what did they do? They increased taxes on imported bell peppers with the accord that I have to produce. So for me now, I needed to produce. Of course, now I cannot be the same only person producing because I'll not be able to meet up. That's one of the reasons I put out greenhouses. Gave everybody. Created a franchise model. Everybody could own greenhouses. Everybody could produce, but let's inundate the markets.
Yeah.
Today, bell pepper prices are 3,200 in some markets. You see them from 13,700. Now, color bell peppers are everywhere. You get what I'm saying? So I wanted to just give you that to show you how we actually penetrated the market.